Alright, hey guys, we're back with more crazy diamond stupid stuff on Cardfight area. So there was a request on one of the earlier videos to do more of this particular deck, so I figured why not. Let's see what happened. I jumped on, played one game, and this is how it worked. So it's all very standard stuff. He's playing the new Nubatama stuff, which is actually really awesome and made me like think a little bit. I get lucky and get into draw into a Daikaiser off a damage checked draw trigger, and I'm running crit triggers at the moment as well, and they really pay off in this game. So it's all fairly standard early game Vanguard-y type stuff, and I'm quite willing to take some damage. I get the Daikaiser, ride the 2, and this is all pretty much perfect stuff. I believe, yeah, I luck sack into a crit trigger. He gets his healer to go early, and realistically the game is completely set up. His deck's quite good. He knows how to do it. I'm trying to figure out how to bind stuff here. I eventually figure that bit out, but that's all good. And yeah, so he's just swinging. This guy here is absolutely amazing. Making me discard when it hits is very good. And this is very good. I didn't want to lose my booster because the 6k boost is the biggest boost this deck actually has for the Vanguard. So you kind of want to keep it, especially since you're running fewer draw triggers. I end up having to call a heal so I can threaten Laurel later on. Draw another one of those. Get Daikaiser, swing in, he no guards, which is kind of nice. I trigger again, and that's what this deck does. It either triggers or hits grade 3s. The grade 3s all seem to be coming late, which is nice for me. So I really can't complain with how this game went. It went very well for me. But, you know, that's what the deck does. So I chuck Maker in front of this because it's an easy guard. I let this guy through. His goal is to put me at 3 here, which is actually very clever, and then to sort of goad me into guarding this, but I'm like, no. Hand-wise, I actually don't have a choice. I've got to go for it, and that's all this deck does anyway, is go for it. So I drop a null, because realistically I'm not going to get to it anyway. I ride an Enigman Storm, do the break ride thing, call a Daikaisers a Storm, and everything, basically. I swing in. He chucks down 30k worth of shield. And let's see what happens. That's, for this deck, it's either 2 grade 3s or a grade 3 and a trigger. Bearing in mind you're running the 16 triggers and 15 grade 3s. So, let's see what happens. I get a trigger. I chuck the heal on there, and I get the 3. I retire 1. He knows what's going on, and he takes the 3 damage. And that's good game. Yeah, so we have a little bit of a conversation. I fully admit that the deck is dumb. It takes a variance-based game and makes it completely varianced. But as he rightly points out, without a Daikaiser, it's almost auto-lose. You sort of ride if you don't have Daikaiser, you ride the grade 3, and then when you draw into Daikaiser, you slam it down, try to survive, and then Daikaiser the turn after that. So, yeah, that's the crazy diamond deck. Again, obviously Laurel comes off here. I don't check what I've got stacked on top of the decks too, but well, that's how the deck works. Just avoid the entire limit break mechanic completely. Alright guys, like, comment, rate and subscribe, and that's me.